Hello and welcome to my channel. 40 Murphs in 40 days. Alright, this is 40 Murphs in 40 days, day 10. We have made it to double digits. I am buzzing. You've already seen the coffee montage, and here's the outcome. Cheers. So, pinkies up. Wow, yeah, it's a good pull. Good pull. If you've been following along with me over the last 10 days now, you'll have noticed that a couple of days ago I picked up a little bit of an injury in my shoulder. I have done everything I can to keep it running as smooth as I possibly can keep it. I managed to complete the Murph yesterday by going for 50 rounds of super strict, super slow, super controlled with the tempo. 2 pull-ups, 4 push-ups and 6 squats. Now it's not all doom and gloom. Like I say, I managed to complete the rounds. I managed to complete it without any pain. I woke up this morning and I don't have any pain again. I am booked in for a sports therapy session just to get everything looked at and basically to get an MOT and a service. The main thing that I'm proper excited about and actually really pleased about is my engine fitness. So like my cardio system, my lungs, my heart are really starting to play ball with me. And now I'm a self-diagnosed like run hater. Like I'm notoriously not keen on running, but I do like short, sharp sprint work. And I just keep thinking to myself, it's 800 meters out, 800 meters back. I know that's not short and sharp, but it's how I'm getting through the session. The good thing, like I'm saying before I went off on a tangent, is the fact that my cardio system is really starting to pick up. I am now managing, well, yesterday was the first time I managed both runs, run 1 and run 2, under the 10-minute mark. It's the first time that's happened. Run 1 is always super nice. Like it's a nice run. It's easy enough. Like the route that I go, it's an out and back. It's a bit of a hill out and a bit of a hill in the middle, downhill, and then it's vice versa. So it's a hilly, it's not a hilly route, but there is a hill to it. The fact that it's day 10 and I don't want to run the same route over and 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 over again, I'm going to change up my route. Now the problem is I live at the top of a hill. So the route that I've been doing is the flattest route that I could possibly do in any direction. So it now brings me to do this sort of, I have this now choice to make, this conundrum, as you would, of whether or not I stick with the route, even though it's slightly getting stale. You know, it's an out and back. I'm not normally a fan of out and backs anyway, because you have to stop and do a wee stupid turn. But I know I can do them both under 10 minutes, and it's something to work on, and I can keep there's a constant there, like the variable of the route is always the same, and it means I know that I'm getting better, but at the same time I'm probably just getting more efficient at running that route. So the second choice being change routes, which will probably knock both runs into the 10-minute mark, deal with that psychologically and also get new adaptations from a different route. So there's my conundrum. Humming in here, See, I thought it was genuinely just going to be run a couple of miles, do a couple of pull-ups, do some push-ups, do some squats, and then be done. But it's actually turning out to be a lot more challenging than I planned. Obviously, I didn't actually think it would just be like that. The main challenge is actually trying to control myself on the reps, as in when I'm doing push-ups, try not just blast them out like bam 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 bam, because then that's when things start to knock around and you pick up a little injury. So same with the pull-ups, because the pull-ups are in an overhead extended position. It's quite a compromised position anyway. The structure of the shoulder is super duper complex and not something that I would want to really go and play around with and pick injuries up in and around. So again, I'm going to try and limit any explosive movements within the pull-up and the push-up and try and keep them as strict as possible. The only downside to it that I found yesterday was, okay, I've done the 50 rounds before, but at least when I did the 50 rounds before, I was still able to try and do it as fast as I possibly could. Whereas yesterday, I didn't want to go as fast as I could. I actually had to slow myself down, take rests, take pauses, because I wanted to make sure that I was not fatigued and I wasn't going to cause myself any more damage. It was damage control, really. But like I say, the downside was the fact that it seemed to drag on. Like, just seemed to really, really drag on. Probably like me talking now, if you're watching this far. Congratulations, you made it. So, yeah. Only one thing for it. Get warmed up, get going, and see what happens. In other news, the hell's happening to Manchester United? You're falling apart. You got Ronaldo. You got you've got an okay team. I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan. I can't really talk, but in fact, I can talk because I'm an Arsenal fan. So, what's happening, Man U? Like, what are we doing? It's all going wrong for you. So that's the news in the sporting world. The news in what's happening in the movie world. Is it anybody? Not the movie world. The entertainment industry. Have you watched An Audience with Adele? If not, highly recommend it. She's a super duper singer. I think everybody can agree on that. But also, like, watching her on stage and interacting with like the people she was interacting with, and just the way like she acts, she's like super humble and super down to earth, and just like she takes a piss of herself. She's not afraid to make like funny faces, and even though she's like this big time major celeb. So yeah, highly recommend watching An Audience with Adele. And my final piece of entertainment news, the TV show Clickbait. Whoa! Yeah, that really was clickbaiting me into watch the next episode, watch next episode, watch next episode, watch next episode. Yeah, highly recommend Clickbait as well for a nice short, sharp series for you and your other half. Watch it together, chat it through, and try and guess it before you get there to the end. And yeah, I was close to guessing it. Jen would say I wasn't close, but I was definitely close to guessing it. Anyway, that's enough out of me. Weather report before we head. Actually, I'll give you the weather report later when I head out. So, warm up time, and let's get this day 10th Murph done. It's going to be 1,000 pull-ups today. Nice. Alright, here we go. Hello, is this thing on? Alright, I'm in the gym and I'm gonna get warmed up, get a vest on, get out for the first run. I'm going for the all black ensemble with the bright orange hood, or hat. So I look like a really odd ninja that wants to be seen. Right, music choice. Past Taylor Swift. Alright, let's get the vest on and get run numero uno done. Whew. Alright, vest going on. Our vest is on. There we go. You got the t-shirt wrinkles out of it. Okay, right. Number one, going down. Still feeling a bit apprehensive about that shoulder. There. Soldier on, see how it goes. Make sure it's nice and tight today. It was a little bit loose yesterday. Alright, run number one. I'll see you in a second. Whoa, that's fresh. Alright, one down. Holy testicles, it is cold. My hands are so cold. So I'm leaving you here for the second run. Well, I'm not leaving you here, but I'll leave you inside for the second run so I can hide my hands and my sleeves. Don't let that sun fool you. It's doing nothing. It's cold. Two birds, one stone. Take it in on the way. Take it in on the way. Second run done and dusted, and well, you know, even though I was taking that one super consciously, being fully aware of my shoulder, I actually managed to knock out my second fastest Murph time ever at 52 minutes and 11 seconds. Both runs under the 10-minute mark. In fact, I felt a little bit excited for that second run because normally I come out, I run up the hill a little bit and I take a left and it's just take on down the road, turn and come back. This time I went up the hill, I took a right and I kept running and I ended up doing a loop, which I much prefer loops, but the loop involved me going into the woods a little bit for maybe 300 meters to kind of come out the other side onto the other road and then come back and a loop round. And you know, when I hit the woods, I did take a quick check of my pace, and it did drop. Obviously, you know, slow down, watch where I put my feet, and sort of obviously want to don't run into a tree. But I think the loop made it better. I got that. I think it was like a 9. It was faster than the first one, 9:30 something maybe, and yeah, 52:11. But it is cold out there. I wonder if you can see. Hopefully, you can just about see that. Just here. That is ice
forming on my sweaty jumper. If I do this, boy, yeah, look, a little bit of ice forming. That's how cold it is. So it's time to shower. I'm pretty pleased. I'm actually really chuffed. During the main part, I started off 2-4-6. I then went, I think I did 10 of those, and then I did 4-8-12, so I kind of doubled them up. And then I did that for a bit in the middle, and then I finished off with 2 sets of 10, 20, 30, just to get it done. And well, I'm chuffed it worked. So, bonus, I'm delighted. The only issue I'm really finding now with the whole Murph escapade is the fact that it's a fairly balanced workout. You've got a push and a pull, although there's no vertical pushing and there's no horizontal pulling. Yeah, and you've got the squat pattern. There's no hamstring work, so like my posterior chain and glutes, and I guess the running kind of takes a little bit. If you start to run a little bit faster with the weight vest, you do get like a hamstring DOMs. I have had them, but it's not the same. So I'm gonna wait, see what the sports therapist says about my shoulder. I'm also gonna get to check out my chocolate elbow, and then from there I'll probably start to add in some structural balance work outside of the Murph sessions. And hey, I'm all about open and honesty here, so I'll take you along with a ride. Right, that's it from me. I'm done. I'm gonna go check my chicken and a red wine sauce. It is in the slow cooker. It is smelling gorgeous. Gotta stop using words you don't normally use. Right, if you haven't done it already, like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, it's in that corner somewhere, one of those 2 corners, and you'd be a massive, absolute legend. Peace, love, I'll catch you tomorrow.